What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. I'm Ed Good.
And I'm Devin Burke.
And this is our review of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. So, first of all, Dev, what'd you think?
As a whole, I enjoyed it. I find it a great time, especially one of the rare occasions of seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, I absolutely loved the fact that we got to see a Dragon Ball Z feature film on the big screen.
Yeah.
I mean, and it had, still a limited release, but enough where it was easy to go to.
Yeah, unlike the last movie,
right,
which was
Battle of the Gods.
Which was a lot harder.
And you know what? Let's start off right there. Speaking of which, of Battle of the Gods, something Resurrection of F absolutely corrected right off the bat that they messed up in Battle of the Gods was the number of wishes the Earth's Eternal Dragon grants. And they, in Battle of the Gods, they only gave one wish, but as we all know, Dende's dragon could give two, and they immediately fixed that in the beginning of Resurrection of F. Mm-hmm. And I think they did it in a comical way.
Yes.
They did it. It was a throwback to old Dragon Ball. With somebody just jumping in and grabbing that wish. I thought I loved that part of it. And even though it was silly to him wishing for a million zenny, but it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. Frieza's resurrected. He's coming to Earth after being training. He wants revenge. So that's the basic premise of it. He shows up at Earth. All right. A couple of the Z fighters assemble. Vegeta and Goku are off planet.
Yep, they're doing their own thing.
They're training with Whis.
Yes.
And immediately the Z fighters that show up fight Frieza's henchmen. Now, one of my biggest problems with the movie was what I like to call the pussification of Gohan.
Yep. Oh man.
It was so bad. I mean, no matter what, even if he hasn't trained for, the 8 months or the however long it's supposed to be since the end of the Buu saga, all right, he should still be strong enough to power up to Super Saiyan, stay Super Saiyan, and whoop some ass.
Yes, especially that. But what ticked me off the most, he doesn't have his gi.
He doesn't have his gi.
Not even Piccolo one.
I would have been happy with the Piccolo gi. He's just wearing a douchey tracksuit. They make fun of it in the movie. I understand that was their cop-out, but come on.
I first thought when I looked at him, I thought he was Yamcha. I honestly thought...
Dude, they even shaved Krillin's head. Why you shave Krillin's head, but you don't give Gohan his gi? Mm-hmm. What's the point of that? And then on top of that, immediately off the bat, okay, there's all of them are fighting with the henchmen. He takes down a bunch of them, no problem. But then, as he powers up to Super Saiyan to take one down, and then he powers down. What was the point of him powering down? And then Frieza, who's in form number 1, nearly kills him.
Yeah, that I was like, excuse me?
Excuse me, why is Gohan not powered up to Super Saiyan and you know what? My dad and Vegeta are coming. I can hold my own until then.
I mean, I guess you could go Frieza's been training. They established that. And I guess his first form would be strong.
Right,
which I can kind of go with, but not to beat up Gohan, who at the time was the strongest.
Right. And I mean, that brings me to one of my topics of Frieza is, so was his training, did that power up all of his forms?
I guess it would have to.
That's my assumption, but even so, One Punch Wonder on Gohan just really upset me. I feel I know Akira Toriyama doesn't really favor Gohan and Goku, but I feel they've really tried to written off on Gohan. But so, okay, that was Gohan. Next topic, the pussification of Piccolo.
Yep.
That one was even worse than Gohan. They put him on the level of Master Roshi.
What?
That is pathetic and that is insulting to
Though
Piccolo.
I did like Master Roshi being there. I find that great. But
this isn't me supposed to be going against Master Roshi. I love the fact that they utilized him in first Kamehameha form.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was people have been wanting that for years.
We got a little bit of that in the Broly film.
Right, we got a little bit of it in the Broly film, but this was great.
Yeah.
But Piccolo, as we know, has fused with 2 other Namekians.
Yep.
He went toe-to-toe with first form Cell.
Yep.
And he's supposed to be a super Namek. How is he having trouble with multiple henchmen plus a henchman that's supposed to be the same strength as Zarbon and Dodoria, who Vegeta was able to defeat at a 35,000 power level.
Yeah.
Useless. Completely useless. That was just insulting to Piccolo. Piccolo should be able to take on Frieza in final form.
Yeah. Totally.
He should be able to take on Frieza in final form and win. But, okay, so that was the pussification of Piccolo and Gohan really upset me in the movie. So next, I want to bring up the transformation of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
First off, they gotta pick a better name.
They
gotta
gotta
be a better name.
And
Ultra Saiyan. Just something simple.
All right. Well, and I mean, my brother made a good point that they went with the blue hair, which throws back to years ago when everybody's like, "Oh my God, Super Saiyan Blue! It's gonna happen!" From some BS picture that showed up online.
It looked like a very DeviantArt type of look. I wasn't too thrilled with it, but it's growing on me. I like the raspberry.
Right. But I mean, again, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Okay, I get it. Goku goes it because everybody's expecting him to just go Super Saiyan God, and they kind of throw this twist in there. Again, they skip all the other forms. They skip Ascended Saiyan. They skip Super Saiyan level 3. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I hear people online talking about that's Akira Toriyama's forgetfulness.
But goddamn, there's no way you can forget that.
This is your brainchild. There's no way he's forgetting it. It's just them trying to avoid putting filler in the movie.
Exactly.
So then we go on to, Vegeta going Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Okay, I'm okay with that because him and Goku are supposed to be,
they're training with each other. Jazz.
But does that mean that Videl and all the other Saiyans stood there and helped him go Super Saiyan God first?
Well, I guess because when they did that little circle, I guess it worked. But that means Gohan could have gotten it. But
that means all of them could have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
And then even that. So I know that they're trying to protect Goten and Trunks.
But that's another thing.
But why not have them fuse? Have them go Super Saiyan 3 and whoop some ass.
But that's another thing. They weren't even
in the movie.
I don't know what they were doing. They had to be doing something.
They talked more about future Trunks than they did about current time Trunks.
Yeah.
So okay, that was a little funky for me. But so everybody, that is real serious about Dragon Ball Z knows that Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, actually doesn't like Goku. He doesn't like the character. But he loves Vegeta.
Yeah.
Vegeta, he said, is his favorite character. And we heard, apparently this movie was going to have a lot more Vegeta. Vegeta in the spotlight. Vegeta having this grandiose moment. And it was so anticlimactic.
It was barely any scenes. I thought it was going to be Frieza versus Vegeta. Yep. I really thought, because Vegeta has more of a history with Frieza.
Absolutely.
Blowing up his planet, killing his father, killing him.
Right. Exactly. And you know what? Frieza, or Vegeta, he, was very patient in the movie. They had that joking moment where, he was arguing with Goku to take turns to fight Frieza. But I feel like that was more his frustration with Goku when he should be having this hatred towards Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of, upset me because I thought I was going to get a good Vegeta fight.
Or at least, Vegeta being happy. He's like, oh, you're back?
Yeah.
Oh!
They gave Vegeta his own theme music. Goku doesn't even have his own theme music. In past episodes and movies.
Yeah.
But, so that kind of, okay. I didn't necessarily hate it, but I was like, I thought Vegeta was going to get more. So now I'm going to bring up the thing that I disliked the most about the movie.
And I'm sure a lot of people agree too.
Goku as a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan getting shot by a ray gun ring. That is the dumbest writing, the laziest writing.
Let alone a henchman's one.
A henchman who is just absolutely pitiful. All right. Now, the problem I have with this is you see all these scenes in other Dragon Ball Z movies, TV show episodes where bullets hit them and they just the bullet crunches up and things bounce off them.
Exactly.
They have their fight ki aura and things just bounce off of it. How did a crappy little ray gun not only hurt him but go through his entire body?
I mean, I would accept if they would just say one little line Frieza amped up their power to his power.
So
I would have been fine with that.
I would have been okay with them saying that Frieza stored some energy in that ring.
Exactly.
Because that's what I thought happened originally. And then he's like, you're beat by a simple ray gun. And I was just like, this is fucking dumb. Alright, so my hate of the movie aside, there are parts of it that I absolutely loved.
Oh yeah.
Alright, the fight between Goku and Frieza, even Gold Frieza, was just amazing.
Oh yeah, brought you back as
action
a kid.
Yeah, it was
very enjoyable.
Especially from the beginning where Frieza's like, I'm going final form right away, which I liked because that completely took out the filler. We all know that.
Though you kind of question how he was able to do that.
Right. But I mean, we do know that powering up, long transformations in the show, those were all filler for the episodes to make them longer. So he's just like first form, boom, final form, and you're like, all right, and Goku doesn't even go Super Saiyan and is whooping his ass. just taking him to Pound Town. Like, Frieza is his, prison bitch.
Pretty much.
All right. Frieza then goes Gold Frieza. All right. Goku goes Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And the battle that ensues was just, again, amazing. Especially with this, the animation. It looked like we were watching something from Budokai.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Even the impact sounds where they used a different sound than usual. It gave you a whole new feeling to battle of Dragon Ball Z, and it was so epic. And then one thing that I absolutely found loved and interesting was how Vegeta and Goku are training with Whis.
Yes.
And when you have Beerus wake up and go and see what's going on, I feel like Beerus has like feelings of friendship to Goku. Maybe not necessarily Vegeta, but
they're
definitely
like, I know these guys. These are
right.
alright guys.
Like he's definitely more comfortable with them.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, he would just, because again, we know Beerus isn't a villain.
Right.
He's just, he's a necessary evil kind of thing. But, and he even said in Battle of the Gods that maybe Goku could be, Destroyer God Goku one day. So I really like the relationship there put together with Beerus, Whis, Goku, and Vegeta. And even Bulma thrown in there, I really like what this holds for Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah, especially since this is basically for Dragon Ball Super.
Right.
The show that's airing, like, right now in Japan.
Yep.
It's, like, I think, like, 5 episodes in.
I think it's about 5 episodes in, yep.
So, it's exactly like Battle of the Gods.
Right.
But I'm still entertained for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what, Dev? Let's give our ratings. What number do you give this movie?
As a Dragon Ball Z fan, I will probably give it a little bit of leniency out of 10. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. A 7 out of 10.
That's a very good grade. I don't think I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't think I'm gonna give it a 10.
No.
The number I'm gonna give it.
Don't say it.
It's over 9,000.
He said it. There it goes. It's over.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our review of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. Please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and check out our other videos here on our channel.